Hello, this is Maddie from Healing Hands. Welcome today to another video. Today our video is going to be about cleansing yourself. So the previous video that we did was about cleansing your space, which is a really fundamental thing to do before you begin any spiritual practice for the day. And now today we're moving on to cleansing yourself. So cleansing yourself is basically what you're doing is you're ridding yourself of any negative energy, any stagnant energy, very similar to when you cleanse your space, except you're cleansing your very personal space, which is your aura. So we're going to look more into auras soon, and this is going to move on to another video which is beginning your practice as well, so they're kind of connected. So what we're going to do is look at how you can cleanse yourself before you begin. And also you can do this in connection with grounding before you actually begin a practice or before you begin your day. And sometimes I find that if I'm in a very stressful environment or life feels like it's getting on top of me, that cleansing my aura and my personal space of any energy is a really, really good way to stabilise yourself. Sort of reset before you get on with anything else that you're doing in your day. It can be a very quick practice, something very easy, in connection with grounding, or it could be something that you spend a lot of time over. You can do this outside, you can do it inside, it's totally up to you. So cleansing our aura is a very special and personal practice. Your aura is filled with your emotional energy, your mental energy. It can be a very large aura, you could have a very large one. I have a very large one, or you could have a very small one. It's absolutely fine. Separated up into layers, but we'll go deeper into that in another video. It also encompasses your higher self, so the connection with the spiritual realm as well, which when you know that, I think it makes it so much easier for you to be able to receive information. Sometimes without even really thinking about it, I'll be cleansing my aura, just releasing some energy through, just breathing it through, and I'll receive little messages. And I think that it could be from your higher self, it could be from the angelic realm, it could be anything at all, but those little tiny nuggets of information are so valuable, so it's well worth doing. So when you're cleansing yourself, you can sit in a quiet place. Like I say, you can ground yourself beforehand. You can use techniques such as smudging, which we looked at in our cleansing our space video, and you can smudge yourself. So like I said in the previous video, when you're smudging your house, you're actually cleansing yourself as well within that space. But what you can do with the smudging in this particular purpose is you can be very deliberate with how you're cleansing yourself. So you can light your bundle, whatever it is that you have today, and pass it 3 times around yourself. So like so. And you can say whatever you wish. You can say, I release any negative energy, any stagnant energy, any energy that is not mine. I cleanse it away to be healed and transmuted to light energy or earth energy. And I do this 3 times personally. You could do it more if you feel like you need it. And that's a really good way to cleanse your aura. Obviously make sure you have the windows open. There's a lot of ventilation because that smoke is going to be in your face. So you're going to have to make sure that you have ample space to breathe because, you know, you need it. The next one is less smoky, and this is using crystals. So you can use your crystals if you have any. Now don't worry too much about if you only have a few crystals, like say you have quartz and amethyst, which are the ones that people choose the most. They're like the highest sort of quantity that you'd have around. I think they're most easily obtainable as well. So excuse me, it doesn't matter if you have those few crystals, it's absolutely fine, because quartz is fantastic for healing. And it's the same with amethyst. It's an all-rounder, brilliant healer amethyst is just fantastic. When in doubt and I can't really think and I'm rushing out the door, then amethyst is the one I grab, because I think to myself, well, you know, it's going to do whatever I need it to. But like again in the previous video when we were looking at crystals for healing our space, your black tourmaline, you can use selenite as well, quartz, smoky quartz. These crystals that I'm talking about are just particularly my particular favourite. But it just, you know, depends on how you feel. Like I say if you only had black kyanite, it's absolutely fine. That's a fantastic crystal, you know, to use for healing yourself and your space. So the crystal works in a way that helps to absorb the negative or stagnant energy, whatever it is that you wish to release. If you hold the crystal within your hands, ask it politely as a friend, because they are your friends, to please help you to release all of that energy that you no longer need. You could be very specific about it. You could say, you know, say, I don't know, you've had a really stressful day and somebody was really mean to you, which it happens. So you could say, I wish to release that energy away. I've dealt with that energy now and I no longer wish to hold it within my aura. And just sit quietly, pay attention to how you feel as that energy releases into the crystal. Now, with crystal work, you do have to make sure that you're cleansing your crystals afterwards, especially if they're absorbing energy from your aura. That's another video as well. We can go into that in a little bit of greater depth. But you could use, just quickly, you could use water. Some crystals can't be used in water, so double check it. Whichever crystal you're using, like selenite, you cannot put in water. That would be cleansing with sage or a bundle of some kind, or even you can use a candle flame to heal the crystal. Some crystals really like that. I found that my black obsidian really likes flame, really likes the heat, but that's because it's a volcanic crystal. That makes perfect sense. So you just get to know your crystals like this, you know, what they do and don't like when they're being cleansed. Again, we'll look a little bit deeper into that. But fundamentally, make sure that you cleanse your crystal afterwards, especially if you're using it for any sort of cleansing work, whether it's your space or a ritual or like cleansing your aura, like we're talking about today. You can use candles as well. Black candles are very good for cleansing a space. They absorb the negative energy, and they're good because if you place them within your aura, they can absorb that energy too. How you would do this is light the candle with intention, and you would speak to the candle as if you would a crystal or incense or anything like this, and just explain what it is you wish for it to take away, and just let the candle burn down. Obviously don't leave it, stay with it. Candle magic is fantastic, and it's really, really good, really helpful actually, and it really helps you to concentrate your mind on that flame as it's burning down. So if you're beginning a spiritual practice and you want to use a candle to cleanse yourself and your space, because you can use it for that too, you can place it there and just let it burn down as you're continuing with your ritual for the day. Your spiritual practice, Reiki, whatever it is you choose. That's a really nice one. I've done that before, and that was nice. If you use the little candles, it lasts about half an hour, and I find that's quite a nice time to just sit, or you can just sit and meditate with it. Again, it's totally up to you what you want to do. There's so many different ways in which you can practice. You can use other spiritual practices, because I'm a Reiki master. I use Reiki, and if you're any student of Reiki at whatever level you are, you can use your Reiki to do that. You can use any spiritual practice really, whatever feels comfortable for you. You know, you may have tried things in the past that work really well for you, that are really effective, that are not necessarily talked about or known about. That's absolutely fine. You know, fantastic. Stick with what you know, what you're comfortable with. You can sit and you can speak to the angels, archangels, spirit guides, ask them to help to release any energy that you no longer need within your aura and push it away into the earth, or alleviate it up into light energy and let the universe take it away. You could even just talk to the universe about how you wish your energy that you no longer need or want to be taken away, because like I always say, it's intention is everything. If you're intending who you speak to, what you're doing, you're lighting that candle, you're lighting that incense, you're holding that crystal, your intention, you're consciously aware that what you're using or what tool you are particularly practicing with today for this aura cleanse, this space cleanse, is that you wish to release energy that you no longer need, no longer want, that is no longer helpful to you. It's your intention that is everything. It's that pure intention of what you're talking about. And you know, your mind may wander off and it may go on to washing up or whatever it is, or picking up your children or going to work. That's absolutely fine, as long as you realise at some point that, you know, my mind's wandering, bring it back to your space. And there's no shame in that whatsoever. It happens to the best of us. Just remember that this space that you are in, this is a very sacred space. Your aura is a sacred space. It holds all your energy within it and it works in such a magnificent way. And it's your connection to the universe, it's the connection to your space around you. So you ask, please help me today to release any energy that I no longer need, that is not useful for me, that is not helping me, to cleanse my aura, because our goal is to make sure that our aura is as strong as it can be, that its walls are solid, that they are holding our energy in and keeping all of the energy that we don't want and we don't need out. So helping to cleanse our space, our personal space, is a very powerful practice. And so at the end of this, you can carry on with the rest of your day. You can, like I say, practice the grounding beforehand, then cleanse your space, your personal space, then move on to a spiritual practice. I would say that would be a fantastic way for you to begin. But we'll look at that in greater detail. So today, this is all that we're referring to, just cleansing our personal space, just making sure that we take the time to feel what we need to feel, know that something doesn't feel quite right, saying whatever we need to say, using whatever tools we need to be able to release that energy away and strengthen our walls and keep ourselves protected and safe within ourselves. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for watching another one of my videos. And it's been a real pleasure to be here with you today, so thank you, and I'll see you very soon. Bye everyone.